Okay guys, so welcome to part 2 of how to make money from your email list. Okay, so if you've got an email list, you've got money sitting in that list. So if you're using it or not using it, here's some tips anyway that I use that might help you even if you are experienced, because some of the things I'm going to teach you in this little series have been responsible for 5-figure promotions. Okay, it's not that hard to do if you've got even a reasonable email list that you can get maybe 100 to 200 opens on your email list. You can make 5 figures with promotions, and I will show you a way that you can build your list as well in this series. So in part 2, what I want to cover is how easy it is, and I'm being really lazy with this particular campaign just to show you deliberately how easy this is. So I picked a product that I wanted to promote in the last video in the part 1, and that was VSL Creator. And VSL Creator, the reason I picked it is because the marketers are very, very good. The people behind it is very, very good, and the product is very, very good. And the JV page offers a lot of email swipes. You can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 of these, and each one of these has got like 3 videos each. Okay, these guys have put the work in to be able to give us tools that we can work with. Now these are good, high quality, very, very high quality email swipes. So you can copy them just as they are and expect to do pretty well with them, but you can be lazy but still be unique as well. So for example, I come over here and you can see that I've got a sub headline, and I've got an extra sub headline down here. Now I got these by looking at their marketing materials. For example, he's got a Facebook banner ad here, dynamic marketing videos and sales messages that outperform the competition. This one really piqued my interest. That's an angle that I like very, very, very much personally. So I want to use that angle, and that can be the angle of my first email. Okay, and basically what we can do is we can find all different angles that we can use between the swipes, between any ad copy, any advertising banners, etc. that they have, so that you can pick up on those and run with those. So if you're doing a private promotion, for example, over 4 or 5 days, then you've got multiple angles that you can hit with that promotion. Okay, and that's basically how we can make money, a lot more money from email marketing, because if you do private promotions as opposed to doing for example, promoting a JVZoo launch that's being launched on a Monday, then a Warrior Plus launch that's being launched on Tuesday, then a different one again on Wednesday, and a different one again on Thursday, and a different one again on Friday, that is going to get you 2 things: less sales, less money, and plus you're going to have a much, much higher unsubscribe rate, as well as going into the spam folder more often as well. So you're going to have a lot of wasted emails. Okay, that's a bad way to do email marketing. And even the guys who are doing that, they're kind of doing it because they reciprocate from each other. And I kind of separated myself from that kind of stuff quite a long time ago. In fact, I rarely even got onto Skype anymore because it's just full of people asking me to promote, and I don't want to promote stuff that is in a launch often. Okay, I'm not saying that I never do it, but I prefer to do private promotions. Here's the difference: with a private promotion, you can promote a product every week, okay, and you can hit that product over 5 days, for example, or even 4 days with 5 emails. You will have less unsubscribes and you will make way more money. Okay, doing it like that means that you can probably do like a 5-figure promotion, or near a 5-figure promotion, if you've got a reasonably decent email list. Now we'll show you how to build an email list in a minute as well. Okay, I'll give you some tips on that. Right now, what I've done is basically I've gone into the JV page, I've looked for benefit driven headlines. Benefit driven headlines is things like this: create amazing sales videos fast. That is a benefit driven headline. Okay, and I put in here just in the brackets what it is. Okay, this is more feature. It's a VSL maker with templates. Okay, put the benefit first, tell them what it is, so there's no doubt. Okay, so we've got something unique, even though we have taken their email swipe, the way they have written it, because they know their product better than anybody else. It's better we take the angles from them, right? And then I've basically put strategically some hypertext links, okay, where I've got benefit driven hypertext links, okay, and a call to action, etc. And then I always put in a PS. And the reason is that people will often scroll down to the bottom of the email first. Okay, I don't know why. Maybe they're looking for discount coupons. Maybe they're looking for just the sort of call to action. I don't know, but there's a high amount of people, a high percentage of people that will scroll down to the bullet points, to the PS section. Now, here's what I've started to do, and it's still kind of in testing stage. Well, I use SendFox email service provider. It costs like $49. Okay, that $49 you can send unlimited emails. You can buy it over at appsumo.com. Okay, I'll give you a link for that as well. With that $49, you can stack 5,000 email subscribers. We'll cover that in a separate video. It's actually a very, very good tool. And with SendFox, I'm able to do this kind of quotes section here. This is what I start to use for the PS. Okay, I don't know yet if it's really successful or not, but I'm testing it. The reason is I want to try and break up the formatting of my emails. It's either better to do short emails that are punchy, get people to click through to the sales page. So your email's only job is to get people to the sales page, or to do a longer pre-sale email. If you do a longer pre-sale email, then it piques people's attention as well. Okay, so that's why we want to use things like the subheadlines and stuff like that. And the headline here is pretty basic. Sales videos that outperform your competition with the question mark. What we're trying to do here is create an information gap so that they need to know more. Okay. Plus I tell them what it is. Now I might even take that out. Later I might just send a second one and take that out and see what happens here. But otherwise, all of this is their stuff. I put a beginning and I put an end in here. The end that I've put in here is basically telling them about another tool. Okay, this is another tool of mine actually, and it's the reason why I found this VSL Creator. They tie together. Okay, because when I created my software, I was actually creating some videos for my membership area, and this software is basically a PPC marketing campaign in software that gets 1 cent cost per view video views on YouTube. Okay, we've run it multiple times. It happens time and time again. It's consistent if you do the targeting properly. So what I decided to do was to make it into a software, a done for you PPC recipe in a software that all you have to do is put in your ad copy and your video URL and your budget, and click on start button, and it's going to log into your Google account, set up the Google ads with all the settings in the background done for you, so that all you have to do is click on here to view it, and it's all set up, okay, according to your settings and your ad copy. And even if you know nothing about PPC, you know that if you do this, you're going to get 1 cent cost per view. And if you want to set this at $1 per day, you can set it at $1 per day. So even if you forget and you remember 3 weeks later, you've only spent 21 bucks. And it works because you get 100 video views per dollar spent. So you do the math. Compare that to a Fiverr gig these days. Okay, I'll get into this software later in the series, but compare that to a Fiverr gig. Where you spend $5 on a Fiverr gig, and now they ask for $2 extra, so that's $7 you have spent on a Fiverr gig for what? Okay, often if you're buying things like backlinks and stuff, you've got no guarantee that you're going to get traffic from that. This is guaranteed traffic. That would be 700 targeted video views at $7. Okay, 700 targeted video views. It's crazy. And it just works. So as I was looking for, the question I had was, well, people are going to say to me, where do I get videos done that are going to convert? I've got maybe $10 I'm going to spend on 1,000 targeted video views. How do I make a video that's going to be high converting, that's going to get people onto my email list, or it's going to get people to check out an affiliate promotion or whatever it might be? Okay, and so I went looking for email. So I went looking for VSL, Video Script Maker, okay, and I came across this tool. So basically, I found this tool and decided to promote it straight away when I saw it, because I saw who it was from. I didn't see the launch when it was up, and it's quality. So basically, I've tied in the PS here to that. I'm giving them a link as well to go and get my software for $21. I mean, seriously, that's really, really, really cheap for my dollar campaigns. 100 video views, dollar campaigns, $21 should be $297. But because we're in a pandemic, because a lot of people have lost their jobs, I put the price down so that as many people as possible can start to use this. Okay, So the PS is for that. Usually I will do a PS and I will put an extra angle or put an extra call to action. But let's see how this works out, and that can at least get maybe some extra earnings from this, because it's so low cost. It's only $21. So if they're going to buy this, they'll probably come back and get this as well. Okay, it's pretty cool. Alright, so that's the end of part 2. I will do a part 3 of how to build an email list, because there's probably some of you thinking, well, this is great, and if those earnings are what you say they are, you know, where you can promote a webinar replay and you can make thousands of dollars, how do I build an email list? Or you might already have an email list, but it's kind of stagnated for the growth of that email list for quite a while, and you just want to know how to get more email or a bigger email list. Well, there's 2 ways that you can really do it. You can either do it via things called lead magnets, or you can do it via doing things like product launches. How you drive your traffic is multiple ways. You can get traffic from affiliates in a product launch, you can get traffic from YouTube, you can get traffic from doing solo ads, you can get traffic from various different places. The traffic is not hard, okay? That's the first thing you need to understand. Traffic is a commodity. You can turn it on and turn it off anytime you want. You can get traffic if you want. It depends on how much you want to spend on it. And believe it or not, affiliates are one of the highest costs of traffic, but they are very, very specific to the audience that they will send you, the buyers that they will send you. But there are other ways that are less cost and very, very, very effective, and even faster than doing product launches as well. That's what we will cover in the next video. Okay, so how to make money from your email list, part 3 coming up.